Hi guys, Denham again. So today's trick tip, I thought we'd have a bit of a go at some manuals today. So manual, if you're not familiar with it, is a skateboard wheelie. So where you're just on the back two wheels or the front two wheels if you're doing a nose manual. These are pretty good at kind of testing your balance, and they're a really good drill for like your board control and just helping you really get control over the board. So let's have a bit of a go at them, and there's a bit of a challenge at the end of this video as well. So let's talk through it. These can be practiced anywhere, so even if you've just got a bit of flat ground in your house, in the kitchen or something, don't tell anyone, then you should be all good. You'll be able to practice these, okay? Let's crack on and take a look at a couple of manuals. So manuals, like I said, are a bit of a skateboard wheelie. So what we're doing here is we're kind of stopping halfway between being completely on the tail and in a tail stop and being flat on the floor. So we're holding at about a midpoint here. So we're balancing on these back wheels. Now the idea is that we don't touch the tail or the front wheels down on the ground at any point, okay? So you're using your control to centre your weight over these back wheels and hold your balance there, okay? Good way to practice these at first is just have your back foot on the tail and your front foot just a bit behind the bolts there, so a similar foot position to an ollie, and just learn to press down on the tail just to bring the front wheels up and then put them back down. So we're not leaning back on the tail, but we're pushing down on that tail and keeping that front foot nice and bendy and nice and soft in the knee so that the board can lift up, okay? So just get used to just pushing down on the tail, lifting the front of the board up and popping it back down at first, okay? Manuals are a lot about kind of core strength as well, because you're keeping your balance, alright? So a good thing to do just while we're learning to do these is start off in a tail stop. So that's where you've got your foot on the tail and you stood still and your front foot just up on the bolts there. And just learn to let the board drop and see how long you can hold it halfway before it falls back to the floor, okay? So the way we want to do this is be pushing on each foot. Treat the board a bit like a seesaw. So if you're pushing down on that foot, if the board's coming down a bit too much and you're going to put these front wheels on the floor, then you want to push back again on the back foot. So it's a balancing act, right? I'll show you what I mean by this one, just so you can see how you can practice it, and then I'll give you a few more tips on it, okay? Now, like I said, manuals are all about your core strength, so what I try to do is draw an invisible line from my belly button right through to right in the middle of that back truck there, okay, right over the back bolts. What that means is I'm keeping my weight centered over those back wheels. As long as I do that and keep my balance over there, then I'm all good, okay? So try that if you're struggling with these. Draw a bit of a line from your belly button through to that back truck. An imaginary one, don't be, like attaching string to yourself or all. And just get used to trying to keep that balance over those back wheels. Using those feet to kind of push down on either end, depending on how high up the board's coming either way, okay? With your manuals, you probably want to start them just by standing still. See if you can just hold them a little bit while you're stationary. But they're actually a lot easier to do while you're moving. That momentum is going to help you a little bit. So as soon as you've managed to figure out where you need to hold your balance, have a go at doing these moving. Now if we're doing them moving, we don't want to lean back too much or the board's going to fly out from underneath us. We want to just be pushing and pushing down on that foot, and with the front foot as well, just to get our balance point. If you want to set out some like cones or something and try and measure your distance, see if you can beat that every time, But if you're doing it moving, you'll cover plenty of distance. That momentum will help you keep the mani locked in a little bit as well. Cool, so it's a pretty quick trick tip today. There's not a huge amount to talk about with manuals. Main thing is practicing them. They do take a little while, particularly to be able to find that point of balance. So keep going with them, keep trying them. And once you've got these down, there's a ton of different manual variations. I mean, I skate freestyle, so 90% of my time on a board is spent on 2 wheels. So there's loads of different stuff you can do with manuals, and also you can learn a trick into them as well, which takes a bit more practice, but that's something you can work on further down the line too. So as I said, we had a bit of a challenge for you guys while we're all kind of locked down. I thought what we'd do is I'll have a bit of a manual challenge. So what I want you to do after watching this video, I want you to see how long you can hold your stationary manual for, so stood still. Now here's the rules: your tail can't touch the floor, your front wheels can't touch the floor, right? I want to see you balancing it. I want to see who can do it for the longest, okay? Now, you have to be new to manuals. I don't want anyone who's been skating for like 10 years to then come on and do like a manual that lasts 5 minutes, alright? So this is for the new guys. I want to see how long you can manual for. All you need to do is go onto our Instagram, tag us in your clips, and show us how long you can mani for. The winner will receive a prize, so we'll get in touch with you about that. You've got until Monday to get these in, and then we'll have another trick tip, alright? So go practice your manuals, see how long you can hold them for, and let's see who's the most improved on them. Cheers guys, have fun, see you later.